Assalamualaikum and warm greeting to our lecturer, Miss Adila Saun. I am Irwan Shah and together with my team, we are excited to present our finding on Klinik Medirra. We chose this clinic because it presents a fascinating case study on how a modern service provider use the technology to compete in a very traditional and saturated market. Let's dive straight into the service overview. To understand the blueprint, we first need to understand the nature of the business. Klinik Medirra is a private healthcare facility located in the commercial hub of Pekanenas, Johor. In the theoretical context of service marketing, we classify this as a people processing service. What does this mean? It means the service is directed at the customer physical body, where the patient must physically enter the service factory to receive the core benefit, whether that is a medical diagnosis, a minor surgery, or a checkup. Their core offerings are quite comprehensive, beyond just general outpatient care for fever or flu. They specialize in antenatal scan and circumcision family planning, which bring in a specific demographic. It is also important to note their scale. They are an appointed panel clinic for major corporations like Health Connect, Mara, and Pharma. This allows them to offer cashless treatment, making them highly accessible to both corporate employees and the foreign workforce segment. They operate daily, including weekend, ensuring they maximize this accessibility. Now, looking at target customer, who exactly is walking through their door? Based on our analysis of their operational history, we found a distinct demographic split. First, the primary segment, which is pediatric care. Half of their patients are children under 12 years old. This is largely driven by their vaccination program and circumcision service. Because of the volume of children is so high, the clinic environment or the servicescape must be designed to be safe and child-friendly to reduce anxiety. You can see in the photo here, the staff are trained to interact warmly with this young patient. Second, the secondary segment, which is 30% working adult. This group consists of professionals and parents. Their main need is efficiency. They are busy, not have a time to wait for hours. They come for curative care and antenatal checkup and expect a smooth and also a fast process. Third, the tertiary segment, 20%. These are our senior citizens requiring long-term management for chronic disease like diabetes or hypertension. For this group, the focus shifts from speed to a high-touch relationship. They need doctors who listen and care. Finally, let's look at the competitive landscape. Klinik Medirra operates in what we call a red ocean, which is a highly saturated market. In Pekanenas alone, there are numerous clinics fighting for the same patient. We identify two main categories of rival. First, the public sector, which is the price leader. This is Klinik Kesihatan Pekanenas. They cost almost nothing, only RM1. But the trade-off is high congestion and very long waiting time. Second, the private sector. Competitors like Klinik Zakaria and Polyclinic Pekanenas, while they are established, our observation is that many still rely on conventional administrative workflow, manual logbook, physical queuing, and searching for paper file. So what is Medirra differentiation? It is service process digitalization. Their secret weapon is the Yeza Clinic Management System. Unlike their competitors, Medirra allow for fully paperless registration using MyCard. The impact, it significantly reduced administrative bottleneck. While other clinics are stuck manually writing down names, Medirra is already treating the patient. This hybrid service model successful merge high-touch medical care. Now that we understand the clinic background and strategy, I will pass the floor to Shafiq, who will explain how this strategy look visually in the service blueprint design. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shafiq. Today, I will be walking you through the heart of our group project, the service blueprint of the Klinik Medirra. So to understand their operational efficient, we have mapped out the entire patient journey into the 6 critical phases from the registration into the final checkout. So in the phase 1, registration, patient begin by submitting their MyCard at the counter where the staff use the Yeza digital system for a seamless front stage check in the process. So we have identified a potential fail point F1 here. If the internet connection fail, the digital registration halts, causing the immediate delay for the incoming patient. Next, the phase 2, waiting. This phase is the primary wait point W, where the patient spend at least 10 to 30 minutes in a lobby equipped with a physical evidence like a TV, air conditioner, and a water dispenser to improve the comfort situation. So on the backstage, the system perform a real-time quick status update, allowing the clinical team to coordinate the flow of the patient effectively without the patient saying the background of the work. Next, in the phase 3, preparation. During preparation, nurse call out its name to guide the patient from the public lobby into the clinical area, acting as a bridge in the service delivery. So, this space is supported by a vital backstage employee action, such as the sterilization of the medical stool, ensuring that all equipment is hygiene before the consultation start. In the next, the stage 4, consultation. This is the core service where the doctor use a professional medical equipment to perform a diagnosis, which is the most significant physical evidence for the patient. So we mark this as the fail point F2 if the doctor lacks the eye contact of the miscommunicate, the patient trust in the clinic expertise is severely diminished. Next, in the phase 5, we have the dispensing. At this stage, staff also perform in the front stage activity by explaining a dosage instruction clearly to ensure the patient's safety and the proper recovery. So, this space also vulnerable to the fail point F3 where a lack of the pharmacy inventory support or miscommunication about the medicine can lead to a serious service breakdown. Okay, so we move to the last phase, phase 6, which is the checkout. Finally, patient complete their journey by making a payment and receiving their official receipt and medical certificate as a final tangible evidence of the service. So, the Yeza financial system act as a crucial support process here, automatically log in the transaction data into the cloud of the database for the accurate business record. So in summary, why the Klinik Medirra has a solid digital foundation, addressing the identified fail point and wait time is essential for the service excellence.
For this slide, I will explain the front-stage activities at Klinik Medirra, which refer to all service actions that are directly visible to the patient and involve face-to-face interaction with the staff. This the service journey begins at the reception counter during the registration stage. Patients will submit their MyCard and the receptionist will use the Yeza system to register and verify the patient details in front of them. This visible digital process helps create a strong first impression of professionalism and efficiency, while also reassuring the patients that their information is handled properly. Next is the waiting phase and queue management. After registration, patients will receive a print queue number and can view their turn on the digital queue display screen. During this time, staff will actively monitor patient flow to ensure the process runs smoothly. This transparent waiting system helps reduce the patient anxiety as they clearly understand the order and progress of the service. Stage activities will focusing on the call to the consultation room and the doctor consultation. When the patient number appears on the digital screen, the nurse will personally call the patient name or the numbers and assist them if needed. Although a digital system is used, this human-led approach will help create a personal connection and makes the patient feel supported rather than treated as just a number. Next is a doctor consultation, which is the most critical front stage interaction. During this stage, the doctor will conduct a physical examination by using visible medical equipment while maintaining eye contact and actively listening to the patient. This behavior will help the patient to feel heard and respected, which increase their trust and confidence in the medical diagnosis. After the consultation, staff will explain the prescribed medication directly to the patient by using the physical bottles and envelopes. Dosage, timing, and follow-up instructions are clearly shown on the printed labels. At the counter, Staff may also use a teach-back approach by confirming patients' understanding, which helps reduce medication error and improves the treatment compliance. Next is the payment and service closure stage. Billing is processed through the POS system in front of the patient. By ensuring the transparency, patients are offered multiple payment options such as cash, e-wallet, or the QR code. Before leaving, patients are also invited to provide a feedback to a Google review via an NFC kiosk. Activities, we will explain the physical evidence in a healthcare setting. Physical evidence refers to all the visible and tangible elements that shape patients' perception of service quality, professionalism, and trust. For this case of Clinic Medirra, first, in-clinic physical evidence includes the reception counter as the main entry point, a clean and organized layout, and the use of systems like Yanza software and MyCard readers, which supported by clear sun edge to guide the patient smoothly. Next is the patient flow and waiting evidence, such as printed and digital queue number, a comfortable waiting area with proper seating and air conditioning, and also informational poster that enhance the patient comfort. After that, consultation environment evidence, which is focuses on a clean consultation room, proper medical equipment, and a professional clinical setting that supports the accurate diagnosis. And also, finally, is a post-consultation and payment evidence, includes the label medication, QR codes, and printed receipt, and also a clear breakdown of charge to ensuring a transparency and the confidence in the service. We move on to the line of visibility, which separates what patients directly experience from the clinic internal operations. At Clinic Medirra, this concept ensures the patients will perceive a calm, professional, and well-organized service environment, while complex processes are handled behind the scenes. Above the line of visibilities, or the front stage, which includes all activities patients can see or interact with, this covers receptions and staff communication, a clean and comfortable waiting area, printed and digital queue display, nurse calling the patients, and also the doctor's consultation and examination, as well as the medication explanation and payment at the counter. Below the line of visibility, or the backstage, are internal activities that patients do not observe. These include updating medical records in the YESA system, preparing consultation rooms, coordinating patients' flow and appointments, and also managing administrative and technical tasks. Together, this operation ensures the smooth service delivery, accuracy, and also efficiency without overwhelming the patient's experience.
For backstage activities, it is the activities in the clinic that cannot be seen by the public but are very important to ensure the quality of the service is always maintained. Backstage activity in Clinic Medirra include internal queue status management, digital record sensing and management, and consultation room sanitation and resetting. Although patients do not see this process directly, backstage activity are very important to ensure that service continue in an order and safe manner. In addition, backstage activities also involve post-consultation clinical documentation, prescription processing and medication preparation, automated billing processing, and feedback analytics. For example, the preparation of medication and equipment is documented before and after consultation. If these backstage activities are not carried out properly, it can result in delays and patient experience even if the problems mentioned above happen at that time. For support process and supply, such as support system and resources that operating below the line of visibility, are shown continuously on the slide. Support processes at Klinik Medirra include digital registration systems such as YESA, payment systems, and medical equipment used as part of the service process. This procedure provides technical support for front stage and backstage activities. Support process and supplies also involve laboration and diagnostic support, supply chain and inventory management, and bank and digital payment systems. Therefore, it plays a crucial role in ensuring that patient support and care service are not disrupted. The slide shows potential fail points, which are points in the service process where errors can likely to happen. The digital registration system, YEZA, is the first point of failure. The clinic relies heavily on this system for patient registration, and any system delays or downtime can cause disruption in the admission process. The second potential failure is inconsistency between the system queue and the manual calling system, which can cause the confusion among patients, especially during peak hours. The next potential fail points is consultation time variability. Consultation duration depending on the patient's condition. Longer consultation can cause traffic and increase waiting times. In addition, there are also risks during the preparation and explanation of medication, especially when the clinic is busy. Delays in payment processing can also have a negative impact on the end of the service. For identifying customer await, it shows the level at which patients experience waiting time throughout the service process. Patients have to wait after registration their queue numbers to be called before entering the consultation room due to variation in consultation time and during the preparation and payment of medicines. All this waiting time contributes to the overall service duration and affect patient satisfaction.
Next, we will go to recommendation for improvement. So, in this recommendation, we are derived from all the overall service blueprint, blueprint analysis, and interview findings. We aim to improve the service efficiency, reducing customer waiting time, and enhancing patient experience. So, for the first recommendation is implementation of appointment-based system. So, we want to help regulate patient arrival flow. So, this can reduce consultation bottleneck and improve service efficiency during peak hour. Second is real-time queue notification system. This can reduce confusion caused by manual calling that improve customer control over waiting time. So, for the number 3 is backup procedure for the digital system failure. So, this is because Klinik Medirra is so heavily reliant on YEZA system. Any downtime is a major fail point. We recommend a standardized manual mode protocol. This ensures that even if the internet or system goes down, staff can immediately switch to manual check-in and billing without disrupting the patient's journey. This maintains the consistent service level regardless of technical issue. Fourth is standardized consultation time buffer. This to ensure quality care. Doctor need to handle complex cases. However, a single long session should not delay the entire clinic. By implementing a standard 5 to 10 minutes buffer between sessions, doctor can complete their documentation and reset the room without the next patient feeling the impact of the delay. This keep the service flow smooth even during busy hour. Last one is dedicated staff for the mitigation for provision during peak hour. During peak period, the staff at the front counter are often overwhelmed. We recommend assigning the dedicated pharmacy runner. During this time, by separating the medication preparation and take back briefing from the general administration, we can reduce dispensing error, speed up the checkout process, and ensure that every patient live with a clear understanding of their treatment plan. Next is conclusion. To conclude, our analysis show that Klinik Medirra has successfully used technology to gain a competitive edge in the Pekananas healthcare market. Their hybrid service model is a strong foundation, but as we have seen, the true quality of a service is tested during peak demand and technical failure. By adopting this recommendation, moving from a purely walk-in model to a managed appointment system and enhancing communication through real-time notification, Klinik Medirra can bridge a gap between high-tech and high-touch. This improvement will not only solve existing bottleneck, but will also reinforce the clinic's reputation for reliability and compassionate care. Ultimately, the goal of this blueprint is to ensure that every patient who walks through those doors feel valued and her and efficiently care for. That's all from us. Thank you.